Hi, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you on a random Thursday. Well, actually, it's not random. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. But I don't usually do my lives on Thursday, so I hope some of you still are coming to see me. I hope I warned you enough. So normally I'm always online on, hi Marilyn, I'm always online on my Facebook Lives on Wednesdays, and I just decided that I wanted to share some celebration information with you today, sneak peeks kind of, and so I wanted to come to you another day. So a second release of celebration items is coming tomorrow, and so I just thought I would show you those things. Happy Valentine's Day, Marilyn. Thanks. So anyway, that's why I'm here. So I am not allowed to show you the pages of the, we have a second release celebration brochure. I'm not allowed to show you the pages of it right now because it's not live. It will go live tomorrow. But I can show you anything that I've made, or I can show you the actual products. So that's what I'm here to do today. So anyway, so Marilyn, it looks like it's just you and me for right now, but I'm still just going to go on. I don't have any funny stories that I can think of today. Oh, except that I should tell you, my son was sweet last night, and he surprised me. Hi, Sherry. We missed you yesterday. I'm glad you can come today. Happy Valentine's Day. My son was sweet, and he came home last night with some flowers and some Valentine's cookies, the Loft House kind. I don't know why. I love those. Well, I love frosted sugar cookies, period. And it doesn't matter that they have to be soft. And it doesn't matter that they're from the store. I love those for some reason. So anyway, he brought those. And when I asked him if he wanted one, he said, yeah. He cracks me up. Anyway, so he was sweet. We don't do Valentine's big at our house, but so it was just nice to have something sweet. Oh, and my husband and I have a deal. Like, we've talked about this forever. He does not buy flowers, and I'm fine with it. He does not buy flowers for Valentine's Day or for Mother's Day. They're too expensive this time of year. So every now and then he'll buy them for me like a couple weeks early or something like that. But I love flowers, but I get the not spending that much money. I'm too practical. So anyway, so I'm here to show you some celebration things. We have a new release tomorrow, Sherry, since you weren't on here when I was first saying it. So I can't show you the brochure, but you can come pick one up if you want to. I have several of them. So if anybody wants to come pick it up, you may. I can show you the actual product. So I'm going to do that first. So let me see. Oh, so I'm going to show you first so you can't see this very well because it's just the folder, but this is, hi Diane. This is a new item that will be a celebration offering tomorrow. Oh shoot, I don't remember what it's called. Just a sec. I have it right here. I just can't show you. I'm such a tease, aren't I? Country Floral Dynamic Textured Impressions Folder. Okay, so what you need to know about that is, well, country floral, of course, but also dynamic. That means it's the really thick, heavy folder. So this is an item that you can choose starting tomorrow for a celebration while supplies last. It is very pretty, and it's amazing actually. Okay, so they call it dynamic. This one is really dynamic. It is crazy. So I made a sample with it so that you could see it better, and I put some Wink of Stella, of course, on it so that you could see it even better. Okay, so look at this card. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that great, oops, I gotta go the right way. Look at that great big rose there. Hi, Dina. That rose, it's the deepest thing I have ever seen with one of these embossing folders. Like the center of it's raised up so much, and the center of this flower, like, it goes in there deep. It's amazing. I love it. So anyway, so I made that sample so that you could see what it was. So Dina, that is, now I forgot the name again, Country Floral Dynamic Folder. I thought you might like that, Sherry. You're all about flowers, I know. Okay. Yes, it's well, I don't know if it's 3D. It's definitely 2D. If you look at it from the side, it's not like the edge. It's not that amazing. But oh my goodness. Like, it's really crazy when you see it in person. Okay. So the other thing, there's a stamp set that I did not get. It's cute, but I didn't need it. It's called All Adorned. I don't know how to describe it. You'll just have to see it. But I don't have that one, sorry. But what I do have is an amazing bundle. So I drank water before I got on here, and I'm still like really dry today, sorry. So we have a bundle that's available starting Friday, tomorrow. That it's a bundle of, it's a stamp set that's really beautiful and designer paper. And so this is something that you can get with a $100 purchase. So first I'm going to show you the stamp set. So you can't get them separately, and these will not be in a future catalog. So it's called Painted Seasons. So this is one of those, do you remember me talking to you at all about distinctive stamps? It's just got a lot of detail, just how they cut the stamp to give a lot of detail and texture, and like you have different depths of color just by how they designed the stamp. So it's really cool, and I'll be showing that in a minute. Okay, so there's that one, and then okay, I'm gonna flip these backwards so you can get a better idea of oh, I just flipped it so I see my favorite side on all of them. Okay, so I'm going to show you my non-favorite side of all these. Okay, so here is one side of the paper. So it's a pack of 12 by 12 pieces, and you get 3 of each design. So there's this one. There's a graphic design and like a more of a picture or painted design or whatever, but I'm showing you one of each because you can see the designs better doing the opposite. Okay, and so then this is, I didn't even mean to do this. This is my favorite side. Oops, I'm on the wrong end. I still cannot get used to like which way to go on camera. I'm not sure I'll ever learn it. I've been doing this now, what, 3-4 months, something like that, with my lives. This one over here, oops, I'm going the wrong way again. It's my favorite. It's so, so pretty. Okay, so this, let me show you the stamp set again. So this designer paper and this stamp set, they are the bundle that you can choose for a $100 purchase, okay? So now I'm going to show you some, so I told you yesterday, I think, that there were 4 items. Well, I kind of have that a little bit wrong, a little bit right. Don't really know how you want to take it. There are three celebration items that you can choose from. One of them is a bundle that has 2 things in it. So my mind kind of didn't speak that correctly. Yeah, that one's my favorite. That I made a bunch of stuff with that. Sherry, I'll show you. I'm not using that one today because I want to do something different than what I showed. But I was than what I had been working with, but I will definitely show you a card with that. Okay, so I told you that I was going to show you, well, I asked you if you wanted a tip or a technique, and so many of you said both. You cracked me up. Okay, so I decided I would do both, and I realized that I just recently showed this technique. It's not, if you've been like following all my lives, it's not something brand new, and if you've been with me for a long time, you've seen it before, but it's one that I love, and it's one that it works really cool with this painted, oh, I keep forgetting the name, Painted Harvest? No, that was last year's something, Painted Seasons. It's seasons because, I don't know if you noticed the designer paper, but there's a Christmas one in the designer paper too, and like there's the pine cone, and yeah, I'm not in a Christmas mood, so I'm not doing Christmas. But it's intended for all of that. So anyway, painted seasons. Help me remember that. Okay, so sorry, I'm shaking my table. So I'm going to show you, they're not new things. I've shown you them. Like, if you've been with me forever, then you probably know them. But reminders are good, so that's what I'm doing. And techniques are fun to see. So I'm going to put you down, and I'm not doing a lot of stamping. I'm not doing a lot of big shotting. I did the big shotting already that I'm going to show you. But I just wanted to come on quick and show you stuff. So, so one of the, before I put you down, one of the things, something's in my way, sorry. Huh? One of the things that, that I love, so I told you that I just adore the rectangles, stitched rectangles, thinlets, framelets, whatever they're called. I love them. And what I love most, or the way that I like using it most, I'm going to show you my sample of it. Where did I put them? Do I have them over here? Just a sec. Let me grab them. This one. Okay, so what I like, what I love doing with these rectangles, thinlets, is I like planning something where I'm using the outside and the inside of what I've cut, because remember, the rectangles are the double stitched, so the stitching is on the outside and on the inside. So I love planning stuff that's using both of those pieces. And I'm about to sneeze, just a sec. If I need a Kleenex, I'm gonna have to walk away, and you're gonna see all my mess over there. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my projects. You're gonna love these, Sherry. I love these so much. Okay, so here are my two projects that I made with that concept in mind. So I'm going to show you very similar cards, but not using these exact designs. So what I did, this piece right here is the center of this piece right here. Okay, the white. Okay, so I'm going to show you a quick tip on how to make it really easy to be able to use both of those. And then I'm going to show you with a different design of designer paper. Okay, actually I'm not showing you both of these. I'm showing you one of them just to give you the concept of it, and then thank you, Sherry, and then I'm going to show you another design of the swap that I did for well, it was a swap for my team, and I sent out several of these when I was doing make a card, send a card. We did that with our Great Lakes demonstrators. We have like groups now so we have somebody over us, and anyway, so I was sending those. That was very pretty. So I'll show you that one, but I'm going to use a different design. So I'm going to put you down and show you my tip, and then I'm going to finish the cards and show you my technique. Okay, so I'm going to put you down. Remember, you can talk to me and ask me questions and whatever while you're down, but I can't see them right now. Okay, so here's my piece of white that's cut big enough for the thinlet that that I'm using. I'm going to show you the sample. So it's this size, so that the thinlet that I'm using will cut out of it and have a good border. Okay, so an amazing easy way to be able to use this is to put tear and tape right at the edge, all the way to the edge, before it matters, before you run it through the big shot. So I'm doing both long ends and both short ends. Okay, so we used to do this, I forgot what it was that we started. Oh, before we had multi-purpose adhesive sheets, this was a way that we could do it, make it easy for attaching it to our project. Okay, so I have my tear and tape all the way around the edge, and then I run it through the big shot, and voila, here's my piece. Power of television. And I have my my tear tape on here. So this skinny little thing, I didn't think of it before I did this design. So when I originally did it, I was like taking my snail and going zzz, 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 zzz. It was annoying, but it worked. So if you forget, don't fear, you can figure it out. So anyway, now this is ready to put on my project. So I'm using my pool party and the other design, and this designer paper does not have this these dots on here, but for this design, and so that it would stand out like this design did, I wanted to add some early espresso. So I just took my marker and made dots on this. I needed it not to all be the same color, so I added some. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here. And then I'm going to take the backing off my tear tape. If I can grab it, that would be good. So all of these samples that I've been showing with this stamp set, the Painted Seasons, I remembered it this time, I've been using either, so I made sure that my my designer paper that I chose was just smaller than this, so so I can put it right on here and not have it show on the outside, but have it completely covering the inside. So here's my card. All right, so for all these cards, I've been using the Incredible Like You stamp set, or the Well Said, the bundle that has the thinlets that are all the big words. I don't know, I just love this font, and I can't get enough of it, and it's cute. I just adore you. That would even be good for Valentine's Day. Ha, who knew? All right, so I love this font, and this font seems very similar to me as I probably said this last week when I used it, very similar to me as the thinlets of the Well Said bundle. Okay, so now I'm going to use these pearls. I'm going to put big ones on here. For those of you who were of my team who were watching with me, I found an old set. This is our old set of pearls. Like, we don't have these strips of pearls anymore, but I still had this in here, and I found some big ones. we were doing cards, and I'm like, shoot, I can't find my pearls. So I slide it off here to put it in position, and I usually start with the middle and then just kind of try to line up from there. Using the edge of your sheet is helpful too. Okay, so here's my card. So let me see. So I just did it the opposite way, kind of just to see it. Okay, so there's that one. All right, so now I want to show you, I'm going to close this early espresso for right now. So now I want to show you my technique, but I want to do a couple things first. So wait, let me show you my sample again. Okay, this is a new sample. I'm showing you another peek. Okay, so here is, this was my swap card that I was doing. This is Poppy Parade, and this is one of the other colors of designer paper. And so I wanted to get the same kind of look, and I don't know if you can see it, but there is stitching on here. And what I did to get that was, I'm going to do the same thing with these colors. What I did to get that was but it's not holes, it's just texture. I used the one of the bigger rectangle stitched framelets, and I used the embossing mat. And I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to show you the sandwich for it again. Okay, So to be able to do this, to get just texture, you need your platform without the thin die adapter, or if you have the old style one, you need one tab out of the way, just like you do for embossing. So just remember, whenever you're embossing and not cutting, you need that out of the way, okay? So, so we need one cutting mat down, and then this is the framelit that I used. And then this one, because I need it to be very specific where it's at, because I want it tipped on my card like this. Like if I'm just doing a piece in the middle of here and it kind of doesn't really matter, I can lay it down and put my card on here approximately where I need it. But with this one, I'm going to turn this around. With this one, I need it to stay like this. So I'm going to hold this. Actually, I'm going to hold it like this because of the way I would want it to go in the big shot. So I'm going to hold it like this and put it down carefully so that it stays in place. And I need to hold this. And whenever you put this blue, this is the silicone sheet that comes as part of the embossing mat. Whenever you put this down, it always tries to make everything move. So you need to hold on to it well. And then this is the impressions pad. So then you send this whole thing through the big shot, and it's funny, when you do that, it feels like you're not doing anything. It doesn't do the hard bounce like it usually does when you're using the big shot, because you're just giving it some texture. So anyway, so there's that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the technique. If I can find there's a piece that I need, I'm missing. Where is it? Anybody see a blank piece of something here? Watch, I used what I needed already. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay. So this is the piece that came out of that other frame that I'm going to use. Okay, so I need to set that aside though, because I don't need that quite yet. That's for me to stamp on. So this is just a piece of, you can use anything that is non-porous, shiny, whatever. This is just a piece of cardboard inside it's my striped treat bags. So it probably was just leftover packaging. But I saw it and thought this is perfect for what I'm going to do. So this is a baby wipes technique, which, as I mentioned, if you've been watching me all along, I think I might have shown this like a month ago or something like this. But I love this technique. I come back to it every now and then. Okay, so what I need is a baby wipe, and I'm folding it in half and in half again. I just need it to be the size of, bigger than my stamp. So that's not the stamp I want. This is the stamp that I want. So I need it to be bigger than this, okay? So I chose colors that are in the designer paper pack, and in this, I'm using this designer paper again. No, I'm not using this designer paper. I'm just kind of coordinating with that. So I chose colors that are in there, and I chose one that's not in there just because I liked it better. I'm picky. Okay, so colors that are in there is Pool Party, obviously, Lemon Lime Twist, and then the dark, the green that's in there is actually Call Me Clover, and that's not my favorite color, and I just like this with it better. So this is Bermuda Bay. So I'm using all these together. So I usually start with, what I'm doing is I'm making an ink pad. So I usually start with my darkest color, and I just make drops, and it kind of wicks into the baby wipe. Make drops kind of in a circle area here. And then I go with my next color and start filling in those gaps. So that was Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm getting ink everywhere. And then this is Pool Party. So anywhere where I'm seeing white, or I think I remember not putting color there, I'm just adding that there. Okay, so now I have an ink pad with all those colors. So now when you go to stamp, what you need to keep in mind is, so you don't muddy up the colors very much, you need to stamp in the same place all the time, okay? Or tap it in the same place. So I'm going to ink that up. I want to see how it looks on here first. I decided. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay. So I'm going right in the same place so I don't muddy it up. I just realized these are even the same colors that I used the last time I showed this. So I like it. Now, what I really want to do is I'm going to stamp it more times. So these are ones that I made last night. Whenever I have like an ink pad like this made up, I just want to keep stamping it because like once it dries out, it's just dry and I don't want to waste it. Yeah, I love these so much. Okay, so I told you Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, Lemon Lime Twist. So on this other one that I did for this one, this was Poppy Parade that kind of just took over, and the Petal Pink, that's this lightest pink, this card base here, and Grapefruit Grove, which is this color. So those are the colors that are in the designer paper. So that's what I did on this one here. Okay, so now I'm not going to do the cleanup, but now when I want to clean up, I just take this and hopefully not get it all over my fingers and just wipe this off, and it's good to go for next time. Okay, so done with that piece. And I'm going to stamp again. So this is another stamp from, what's it called again? Incredible Like You. I love it. Oh, I'm doing a class on it. I think I said this last week too because I used it last week. So I'm doing a class. It's a kit with gorgeous cards in it and a pretty case, and it's going to be on March 11. I think that's a Monday. And you get the kit, and I provide the stamp set for it, and we make all the cards in the kit. So I just needed a little Wink of Stella, of course, in there. Make sure I didn't pick any color up. Okay. Then I am, I think I want dimensionals. There they are. I kind of forgot to make sure that they were out, and they just happened to be. Whew. Okay, so putting this on here, and then I'm going to finish my card off. That's already ready for me that I put my pieces on. So this designer paper was from that pack also. So we're going to put this right here. And then I want a pearl. This isn't exactly the color, but it coordinates all right, so we're good. So this is from the, here are more colors from it. This is from the, oh, what was it called? Share What You Love, Artisan Pearls, that came out this year. And this is actually mint macaroon, but I feel like this pearlized color of it is close enough to this, so I wanted to use it. So here's my card. Isn't it so pretty? Okay, so what did I make today? Oh, I made these two. So these two cards are up for grabs for when you share and like and comment and all that kind of stuff. And starting tomorrow, you can choose this bundle that has the flowers, the stamps, and the designer paper. And you also can choose the embossing folder. I'm going to show you that sample one more time because it's so gorgeous. I love it. Oh, and this is actually a, so I just went just wild on this card. I used 3 different celebration items. So here's the embossing folder. And here is the stamp set I just got done using, the Painted Seasons. And this one, oh, I forgot what it's called. It's another celebration item. It has a bunch of cute sayings in it. Really nice. The world needs more people like you. Very much so. Okay, so that's done for stamping. Oh, thank you for sharing, Marilyn. I appreciate it. Beautiful. just look harder to do? What looks harder to do? Oh, you mean the technique that I showed, Charlene? It's not hard as long as you have ink refills and baby wipes. Oh, another reason to use to have baby wipes on hand. I know I've told you this tip before on my Friday tips kind of thing, but I want to show you. So here's my Stampin' Trimmer, and see if I can do this on camera. This piece right here comes out, right where the track is. It comes out, and sometimes, well, quite often, when you're cutting cardstock, you get or any kind of paper, you get like fuzzy things in here, and even just using like a paper piercing tool or something like that to clean it out, it's hard to do it. So I use a baby wipe and just run it through the track, and it helps your blades not get so, or not seem so dull, and then you don't get the fuzzy edges so quickly. I clean mine fairly often with that, so I always have baby wipes on hand. So tell me, Charlene, what it is that you think looks harder to do. Well, obviously, if you're using the Big Shot, that takes a little bit more time. But doing this technique of the baby wipes technique with making your own ink pad, that's not hard at all. You just have to make sure that everything that's there is just a little bit bigger than your stamp. So then you know you're good to cover your stamp with your ink pad that you made. Did I say that right? I don't know. Sometimes my mind just went phew. Okay, so that's all that I have for you today. Remember to share and comment and like, and I'm doing a separate drawing for these two. I think I'm still going to do it on Monday. Well, maybe I should do it on Tuesday. Just, I feel like I'm going to confuse you. Okay, so Monday drawing is for yesterday. Tuesday drawing is for today. So I'm going to do a separate drawing, of course, for those of you who are commenting and sharing and all that. That's all that I have. So have a wonderful day. Make sure if you're interested in my classes that you can check out my events. I'm always on dazzledbystamping.com. You can look me up there, and my events calendar is right there. I have a class at the end of the month on the 28th that you can attend free with a purchase, and I have clubs going on. I usually have 4 or 5 clubs in the month. It just depends on the month. The first time that you come to a club is free. You don't have to make a purchase. So if you're interested in any of my classes, check out my calendar and you can see what I have available. So thank you for joining me today. It was great to be with you, and have a wonderful day. Thanks, Dina. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Bye.